Delighted to be joined at a practice session here at Arlington by Lewis Bridger, who'll be racing for the Kings Lynn Stars in the Premiership in the 2021 season. Lewis, returning to the sport after some time away, was it lockdown that convinced you needed to be back on a bike, or were you already starting to think about that?
You know what, it come on pretty spontaneously, really. There had been talks about it the year before. My granddad and my sponsor AI1 Asbestos, he was trying to talk me into making a return to the sport, but it wasn't really in my heart at the time. I guess lockdown gave me time to think and reflect on things, and made me feel how boring it was just to do a day-to-day job and have no other excitement in my life, and fulfill my energy with boxing training, weight training, etc. All those things were taken away from me, and I was kind of left to just my own means at home with general fitness, going out for runs again, improving my cardio, and then I got quite close with Louis Kerr again and Lewis Rose and stuff, and we'd been in contact, and then he told me about a space opening up with Eric Riss not returning to Kings Lynn, which obviously he is now, and he said, look boy, if you think you can get yourself in half decent shape and you've got the support to do it, then we'll get you in at Kings Lynn. And Dal followed up with a phone call about an hour later. They couldn't do a lot for me in means of equipment and stuff, but they did promise me a team space and promise they wouldn't put too much pressure on me too early, and they would ride this journey out with me and give me an opportunity. And I discussed it with my family and so on, and my partner, and I just feel it'd be too much of a missed opportunity if I don't take this opportunity. And you know what, it hasn't got to work. I have a good family, home life now. I have a job outside of Speedway. I have nice things and I'm happy. So I'm doing this now to have a bit of fun and try and enjoy the sport, and try and please the fans and make a few quid along the lines, and we see where it takes me. But I don't have any real aspirations, to get into Grand Prix or anything like that. I just feel that with my talent alone and a little bit of hard work, I could, still put bums on seats, and that's the important thing.
Last time we saw you racing regularly, it was in front of our cameras at Berwick. You started the season really well, actually, for Berwick, but you came to an injury, and obviously that halted things for you. And I think after that, and with the sad passing of Lee Richardson in the years earlier, I think you probably felt that you didn't want to return at the time, but you're recovered from that injury now and looking forward to it again. And as you said, the enthusiasm for the sport, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, my practice last week, I was actually a lot more enthusiastic than I am today, but I've been still absolutely knees deep in 12-hour shifts, and I've not been sleeping properly, etc., and trying to probably overtrain in the moment to push my weight down. So I need to just take it easy this week, try and enjoy this journey, and not be so hard on myself. I finished off strong today, and I'm learning more and more about the equipment and more about myself again. So roll on next weekend.
Since you stopped racing Speedway regularly, you've bulked up a huge amount for the boxing and the fight stuff that you've been doing. And anyone who's been following your journey on your official page has seen a body transformation that really is quite incredible, astonishing, to try and get back to what was your race weight before.
Yeah, it's been a crazy journey. I went all the way up to 94 kilos of lean tissue. Really, I was about 6% body fat at 93 kilos. So I'm now down under 80 kilos at 7.5% body fat. So my old race weight was around 74, so I am still a little bit on the heavier side, but I also can't kill myself in the process, and I also can't get to the point where I'm not happy with my own body anymore. So this has got to work. I believe Scott Nichols is around my weight. Edward Kennett's sitting around my weight, so they're still guys that quite solid in the sport, and I'm certainly not going to make myself look like, I'm not going to name any riders, but there's a lot of Grand Prix riders that look sick in my eyes, and they're 8 to 10 kilos under their healthy weight, and a lot of them are regularly picking up broken collarbones and picking up injuries due to literally having no stability around their muscle, around their bones, no support around their bones, and dislocating collarbones and so on all the time. And I don't think personally, unless you are a Grand Prix, they're a Grand Prix rider, but there is a reason and a need to do it. But personally, I'm not going to make myself sick.
looking ahead to this season, you've said that there's not too much pressure on you riding with Kings Lynn, but that opportunity that's come up straight into the Premiership reminds me of the early years when you went straight into the Elite League with Eastbourne. It's back full circle again.
That's it, you know. I'm really grateful for the opportunity I've been given, and I think going back in the deep end is exactly what I need. I'm a rider that thrives to the occasion, and maybe if I was going back and half-heartedly doing it in the lower league, I may not prepare fully like I am now, knowing that I am in the deep end. So if it's going to work, it'll work with Kings Lynn, and also going to Kings Lynn circuit is putting me a little bit out of my comfort zone, which is also important for me. It is going to be challenging for me to go back up there and get into the groove. But I've got a brand new engine from Peter Johns and a couple of other engines from Johnsy which have come via Craig Cook. I'm hoping they're going to be good. One of them I was enjoying today. So we'll just roll with what we've got and try and get back to full speed.